item number 76? Yes, pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for item number 76 po. Now, which of the following would be the best choice if a teacher would like to focus on attitudinal change? Okay, yes, pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for this question number 76 po natin. What is the answer po for this item number 76 po natin? Now, which of the following would be the best choice if a teacher would like to focus on attitudinal change? Okay, yes, ang keyword po natin dyan, it's your attitudinal change. Is it letter A, dramatization? Is it role-playing? Is it your simulation or field study? Okay, yes, pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for item number 76 po natin. Yes, don't forget po to key in the question number plus the letter of your choice. Okay, yes, bago po natin isa-isahin yung ating mga choices po for question number 76 po natin. Okay, yes. Very good po. I think most of you po get the correct answer for item number 76. I hope tayo po ay familiar na for this item number 76 po natin. Yes, the correct answer po for this question, we have your role play po ito. Sige, isa-isain po natin yung ating mga choices. Remember po, ang difference po between role play and dramatization ay ito. Kapag ito po ay dramatization or this is reenactment, usually wala po itong formal practice. Okay, siguro po in our 40 minutes discussion, pwede po na yung ating application activity is in a form of dramatization. Usually 7 to 10 minutes is enough. Yung 7 to 10 minutes po ng preparation or practice, enough na po yon for dramatization. While kung ito po ay role-playing, kinakailangan po siya ng mahabang preparation. Usually, meron po tayong practice dyan. Meron tayong specific time and dates for practice doon po sa ating role-playing. Kapag ito po ay simulation, ang keyword po natin dyan, this is the actual activity. Like for example, kung gusto mong ipagawa, ang, let's say for example, election, ang common or classic example po natin sa board exam, kapag ito po ay simulation, election ang keyword natin, Bago po i-conduct ang isang election activity, ang ginagawa po natin dyan ay simulation, Ito po yung time wherein ginagawa po ng mga learners yung actual na activity, yung actual na election, pero hindi pa po yung actual na election. Kumbaga, ito po ay isang form ng practice. Isang form po siya ng delivery. Yun po yung ating simulation. But, this is not the real activity. Okay? Ibig sabihin, we are displaying the learners pa lang doon po sa klase na magiging work nila during the election. Yun po yung ating simulation. Kapag ito po ay field study, this is the actual environment. So, ibig sabihin, usually po, kapag tayo po ay nasa fourth year college na, tayo po ay nag-FS. Why? Kasi gusto natin na makita po yung actual classroom environment. Kung ano ba talaga nangyayari inside the classroom. Okay, that's why we have FS, And this time, we are observing, we are putting notes, we are putting our observations, we're creating our portfolio, in terms of our field study. Again po, kapag ito po ay field study, this is the actual environment. Ibig sabihin, pupunta si learner doon sa actual environment para ma-experience niya, para hands-on po yung experience. Okay ha, I hope clear po sa atin yung difference between dramatization, role-playing, simulation, and field study. Okay po? Now, moving on tayo for question number 77. Now, for item number 77 po, this is my questioning behavior. I ask the question, I pause for a while, then call on a student. Now, which is this questioning practice? Now, remember po, when you ask question to your learners, hindi pwedeng kakabanggit mo ng question, you're going to ask again. Like for example, who is the father of blah, blah, blah? Yes, Camille. Hindi mo pwedeng direct agad yan. Dapat you give them by thinking time. Ano po yung ating by thinking time? You give them 7 to 10 minutes before you call a name or before you call a representative. Hindi pwedeng pinuto mo yung question, tatawag ka agad ng name. Hindi pwede yon, You need to wait for 7 to 10 seconds. Kailangan mo nang i-process ni learner yung sagot, You give them time to process their answer. Now, ano ba yung gusto mo mangyari dyan? Is it letter A, involving as many as possible? Letter B, asking non-directed question? Letter C, asking for non-volunteers? Or letter D, directing a question? Okay, yes. If you want your class to become more interactive, no, kailangan po bigyan natin sila ng time to think. Yun po yung ating by thinking time, ano? Technique po yun. It's a strategy, it's a technique in terms of art of questioning yan. Now, when you ask the question, you give them 7 to 10 seconds to process and to think of an answer. And right after po, nung by thinking time na yon, you call a volunteer or you will call a name. At yun po ay ginagawa natin to involve as many answer as possible po ito. So letter A po ang ating tamang sagot for question number 77. Yes, very good po. Letter A po ang ating tamang sagot because we want to have an interactive classroom setup po yan. In terms of questioning, ano, kapag ito po ay nasa Socratic method, kailangan dapat may by thinking time. Okay, very good. How about for question number 78 po natin? Okay, yes, I'm giving you po 15 seconds to key in your answer po for question number 78 po. Okay, yes, what's the answer po for question number 78 po natin? Now, outside the acceptable and effective ways with dealing of the discipline is our blank. Is it a verbal reinforces? Is it your dialogue, your additional homework, or award merit? Okay, yes. Pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for item number 78 po natin. Outside the acceptable and effective ways with dealing of the disciplines is our blank. Again po, no, ang pinag-uusapan po natin dyan ay discipline. Ano po yung outside dito, no? Is it letter A, verbal reinforces, dialogue, additional homework, or award merit? Remember, kapag po ang ating mga estudyante ay unruly, no, they're displaying unruly behavior inside the classroom, hindi po pwede na ang gagamitin nating parusa ay quizzes, activities, or homework. No? Hindi po pwedeng gamitin ang academic activities as parusa, no, bilang how do you call this one, bilang negative reinforcement. Hindi po siya pwedeng gamitin bilang negative reinforcement. Okay, yes. Remember po, ang ating homework po, ito po ay kasama at naka-integrate po yan sa ating lesson. So, letter C po ang ating tamang sagot. Very good. No? Wala pong kinalaman yan sa discipline, ha? Wala po siyang kinalaman sa attitude po ng ating mga learners. Binibigay po natin yan as reinforcement or as a form of advanced activities. But hindi po siya ginagamit bilang negative reinforcement. Once again hindi po pwedeng gamiting negative reinforcement ang ating mga academic activities like quizzes, assignments, set works, or activities. Hindi dahil matigas ang ulo nila, you will give them additional activity. Hindi po pwede yon. Okay? Wag po nating bigyan ng trauma ang ating mga estudyante when it comes to the use of academic activities. Don't make use of this as trauma to them, ha? Okay, yes. Now, moving on po tayo for question number 79. Sige, pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for item number 79 po natin. Na by which process do children become participating and functioning member of society and fitting into an organized way of life? Is it A, assimilation? Is it accommodation, acculturation, or socialization? Sige, pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for question number 79 po natin. By which process do children become participating members of the society? Okay? Sige po, pakiin po ko ng ating sagot for item number 79 po, no? Bago po natin i-ratio one by one po yung ating mga choices. Yan, letter D po, mostly ang sagot natin, ano, for this item. Is it letter C siya or letter D? Aha. Letter D ba yan? Social ba yan? Is it socialization po ba ang ating tamang sagot for item number 79? Hindi ba siya acculturation? Okay, yes. The correct answer po for item number 79, we have your, very good, it's your sagot for this question. Now, when we are talking of your assimilation, ang ating assimilation po, this is adding to your schema. Okay, ano ba yung schema natin? Schema meaning, this is your stock knowledge. Okay, when you add something into your stock knowledge, yun po ay assimilation. Okay? Now, when we are talking of your accommodation, this is changing the schema. Ibig sabihin, we are changing our prior knowledge. Okay? Ibig sabihin, you are adding something to your schema and you want to change that schema. Yun po yung ating accommodation. Okay, now, when we are talking of your acculturation, dalawa po yan. Remember, the two ways in transferring culture is your acculturation and enculturation. So, ibig sabihin, you can be able to learn a specific culture in two ways. This is acculturation and enculturation. Ano po ba yung difference between acculturation and enculturation? Like, for example, if you want to learn the culture of China, for example, Korea or Japan, because you're going to visit these countries next month. If you want to learn their culture, anong gagawin natin? Usually, we read something about their culture, or you watch something about their culture, you watch vlogs, or you read some magazines, you read some textbooks about the culture and history of China, no? Para pagdating mo doon, ay hindi ka mabibigla, hindi ka makukulture shock, no? Um, if you learn the culture simply by watching, reading, listening, or observing, ito po ay acculturation. So, ibig sabihin, I've learned the culture of Japan, I've learned the culture of China and Korea because of watching, listening, and observing. Okay, yun po ay example ng acculturation. Okay, now, para hindi mawala yung culture ng batok tatawing ni Apo Wang-od, she needs to teach this traditional way of tattooing to her young children. Like for example, kailangan ituro yung tradition ng tattooing into her apos, sa kanyang mga anak, okay? And if you're able to learn that culture of tattooing from your ancestor, like for example, from the members of your family, as long as ikaw po ay part ng tribe na yan, yun po ay enculturation. Again ha, if you're able to learn the culture because you are part of that tribe or you are part of that culture, yun po ay enculturation. Okay, that's correct. So, ibig sabihin, ang simple keyword po natin dyan, kapag outside siya, that is acculturation. You learn the culture outside because outside forces po yung nag-influence sa'yo. That is acculturation. But if you're able to learn the culture inside because you are part of the tribe, yun po ay enculturation. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, hindi po nawawala ang culture. As long as present po yung acculturation at enculturation po natin. I hope clear po sa atin yung difference between acculturation and enculturation. Okay? Now, moving on po tayo for item number 80 po natin. Now, which part of lesson development is concerned with mood setting? Ayan, in-emphasize ko po yung word na mood setting. Is it A, application? Is it motivation, deepening, or generalization? Okay, yes. What is the answer po? For item number 80 po natin, is it deepening, generalization, motivation, or application? Okay, ano po ang tamang sagot po for item number 80 po natin? Okay, yes, sige. Isa-isahin po natin yung ating mga choices. But the correct answer po for this question, we have your motivation po yan. Okay, yes, the correct answer po for this item, it's your motivation. I am sorry po with the animation but letter B lang po ang tamang sagot for this item. Now, let's discuss this question one by one. The choices one by one. Let's start first with your application. No? Kung gustong ma-observe ni teacher yung transfer ng learning, Specifically, if you want to observe the application of the concept to real life, pasok po yan doon sa ating application. Usually, ang ino-observe natin dyan ay transfer of learning po ito. Dapat po may pagbabago po sa attitude, may pagbabago po sa behavior, at may pagbabago po sa kanilang knowledge. Yun po yung application. Yun po yung gustong i-assess natin sa part po ng application. Usually, sa OBE po natin, dun po sa ating outcome-based education, kapag application part po ng ating lesson plan, dapat kailangan po hands-on activities po ito. Dapat po may ginagawang hands-on activities yung ating mga learner para po masabi natin that there is transfer of learning. So we need to avoid paper and pencil activities on the part of application. Kasi wala pong transfer of learning doon na talagang may authentic assessment. Right? Ang ating deepening, the time, kasi teacher po ay nagbibigay ng multiple examples and activities po for deepening of the concept po yan. So, ibig sabihin, it's either you as the teacher will give examples or the students will give examples. Yun po yung ating deepening. Again kapag po ang pinag-uusapan natin ay deepening, you deeper the discussion by giving examples. Take note, hindi lang po basta example it should be real life examples po yan. It should be practical examples. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng practical examples? Dapat po yung mga examples natin ay based on the experiences of the learners itself. Yun pong ibig sabihin natin ng deepening and giving of practical examples. Why? Kasi po, mas makaka-relate yung ating mga learners if your examples are real-life situations. Okay? Yung part po ng ating generalization, ito po ay medyo basic lang. In here, we just sum up the content. We just sum up the topics or the lesson. Like for example, in 3 questions or 5 questions, yun po ay pwede ng example po ng ating generalization. This is just to sum up the whole content po yan. Okay? Now, I hope clear po sa atin yung ating item number 80. Now, moving on po tayo for item number 81. Yes, may comment po si Ma'am Christina. Well, thank you so much po, Ma'am Christina, for appreciating my discussion daw. Okay, yes, pakiin po ako ng ating sagot for item number 81 po natin. Your eye wink, waving of hands, and nodding of head are examples of blank. Is it gestures, verbal communication, body language, or facial expression? Sige, pakiin po ako ng ating sagot for item number 81 po natin. Now, if you are a teacher, dapat po magaling po tayo magbasa ng mga behaviors, magbasa po ng mga actions po ng ating mga estudyante, because it's part of the psychology of learning. Dapat we know how to read their behaviors, as part of psychology po yan. So what is the answer po for item number 81 natin? Is it a gestures? Is it verbal communication, body language, or facial expression? Okay? Yes, ang eye wink po natin, waving of hands, and nodding are examples of your, these are examples of your, letter C daw, body language. Okay, this is an example po of gestures po ito. Okay, ito po ay mga gestures. Okay, hindi po siya body language it's gestures po yan. Ang body language po kasi, it's a general term po siya for the movements of the body lamang. Hindi po kasama doon yung eye wink natin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, hindi po siya kasama doon. So, the answer po, the specific answer po for this question, it's gestures po ito. Okay? But not to include, But not to include your body language as general po yan. Okay, yes? The answer po for item number 81, it's letter A po ito. Okay, yes? Now, moving on po tayo for item number 82. Now, in doing a research, which is needed to be more valid? Okay, yes. What's the answer po for item number 82 po natin? In doing a research, which is needed to be more valid? Is it A, assumptions, B, hypothesis, C, factual evidences, or letter D, conclusion? Okay, yes. What's the answer po for item number 82 po natin? To make your research more valid, ano po yung kinakailangan natin? Remember ha, you cannot create your conclusion kung wala ka pang pinapresent na mga factual evidences. No, the more factual evidences you have, the more valid your research will be. No, so ibig sabihin, if you have multiple, again ha, the keyword po, if you have multiple factual evidences, the more valid it is. So the answer po for item number 82, it's letter C po yan. No, we have to have more factual evidences. And usually, ito po ay pwedeng ipakita no, sa ating chapter 2, doon po sa ating RRL. Nandun po yung mga pwedeng mag-contrast, nandun po yung mga pwedeng mag-align doon sa ating research, at pwede pong mag-disregard po doon sa ating research. Lahat po yan ay nakalagay po doon sa ating RRL. No? So we need to present factual evidences to make our research more valid. Okay, yes? Now, moving on po tayo for item number 83. Okay, yes, pakiin po ako ng ating sagot for item number 83 po. Now, every individual is a unique individual, adheres to what principle? Okay, what's the answer po for item number 83 po natin? Every individual is a unique individual, adheres to what principle? Is it A, we are born different? Letter B, individual differences? Letter C, every person is unique? Or letter D, each of us has uniqueness? Okay, yes, if you want to avail po for our Gen Ed and Prof Ed and Majorship mentorship po, no, you can message po this page, yung page po na naka-live ngayon, ano, TCRC po, Teachers Therapy. Ayan. Diyan po, nagla-live lagi for Majorship, for Gen Ed and Prof Ed po. So if you want to join for our Prof Ed and Prof Ed and Gen Ed po, i-PM lang po natin ang page na ito. Yan, TCRC po, TCRC. Okay, yes. What is the answer po for item number 83 po natin? Okay, very good po. No? Remember po, kahit kambal po yan, kahit triplets po yan, kahit quadruplets pa yan, ano, kahit po kambal yan, there is still a differences between them. No, may pinagkaiba pa rin po sila when it comes to their attitude, when it comes to their behavior, and even with their facial structures, ano, may pagkakaiba pa rin dyan. No? And ito po ay tumutukoy sa ating individual differences. No? In application po sa ating klase, no? When we actually design activities or when we design assessment, dapat po lagi po tayong nakamatch kung ano po yung interest, kung ano po yung needs, at kung ano po yung kinakailangan na ibigay po natin sa ating mga learners. No? Hindi pwedeng bigay ka ng bigay ng assessment sa kanila na hindi mo naman pala ina-assess kung ano ba yung needs at interests po ng ating mga estudyante. So, ibig sabihin, baliwala din yun, ano? Baliwala po yung ating assessment kung hindi po natin na-assess ng tama kung ano po yung kailangan at hindi kailangan po ng ating mga estudyante. That's why on the beginning of the class, you need to have first your pre-test. No, you have to have first your diagnostic examination. Kasi during this time, you are assessing their strengths and weaknesses. At yun po yung ating magiging foundation, no, in knowing their individual differences. Kaya nga po pumapasok dyan yung konsepto ng differentiated instruction. Ano po bang ibig sabihin ng ating differentiated instruction? Ito po ay tumutukoy sa instruction na kung saan naka-align po siya saan? Sa learning styles, sa multiple intelligences, at sa interest po ng ating mga learners. So this concept po is under your individual differences. Iba-iba po ang ating mga estudyante, kaya dapat po iba-iba din po ang ating atake when it comes to teaching them. Okay, that is the concept. Hindi pwedeng turo ka lang ng turo, assess ka lang ng assess, na hindi mo naman na-assess kung ano yung kailangan nila. Kasi it's nonsense din po yan. And later on, don't ask them, bakit ang baba ng score ninyo? Bakit ang baba ng exam mo? On the first place, mali po ang ginamit mong assessment tool. Okay? That's the concept there. Okay po? Now, moving on po tayo for item number 84. Kaya nga po, no, ang ating mantra for this one, One tool does not fit all. That's the concept there. One tool does not fit all. Okay? Yes. Now, moving on po tayo for item number 84 po natin. Yes, kung kayo po ay masaya no sa ating session for this evening, mag-avail na po tayo ng ating session for tonight. Okay, yes. What is the answer po for item number 84 po natin? Mas maganda daw po dito kaysa daw po sa RC niya. Sino po yan si Living Things? Wag po tayong ano ha, wag po tayong magme-mention po ng mga review center dito, no? If you are having fun po during our session, okay na po yan. Okay po, at masaya po kami that you are having fun po and you are learning something po from our session. And don't mention po any review center here, you know? Wag po tayong mag-mention po ng kahit anong review center dito, ha? Ayan. Sige, peace lang po tayo. Peace and love lang po tayo, everyone. And if you are learning something po from TCRC, if you are learning something po from Coach Peter, okay na okay po tayo dyan. Kaya po, yan po ay isang manifestation na po yan na dapat po tayo ay mag-avail po sa TCRC. We are offering po lahat po ng majorship natin. And we are also offering Prof Ed and Gen Ed din po. Ayan. So what is the answer po for item number 84 po natin? What is the answer? Anonymous lang daw po. Kaya siya kaya siya how do you call this one? Yung kanyang account ay dummy, dummy account. Okay, yes. The answer po for item number 84 po natin, which statement about student diversity is correct? Okay, yes. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin is diversity. Ayan, kababanggit ko lang po kanina, no? The concept of individual differences yan. Okay, is it letter A? A student diversity is solely due to students' varied culture? Or letter B, teachers should value and accept diversity of students? Is it letter C, teachers should not accept diversity of students? Or letter D, the less diversity, the better for teachers. Remember, Philippines po is a multicultural country po ito, no? We have different cultures from province to province to province, right? We have different traditions from province to province to province. 'Di ba? Magkakaiba po ang ating kultura. It's a multicultural po ito, no? That's why as teachers, dapat po tayo po ay local and global teacher, no? Ano po ba yung difference between global and local? At ano po ba yung mas maganda? Dapat po ba ikaw po ba ay local teacher or global teacher? No, ano ba yung difference between the concept of global and local? Sige, bago ko po i-reveal yung tamang sagot for this item, let us first differentiate the term local and global, no? Kapag po ang pinag-uusapan natin ay global teacher, you are using your perception, or let's say for example, you're thinking globally yan. Ibig sabihin, you're open to global perspective. Yun po yung global teacher. You are a local teacher if you combine global and local. Pinagsamang global and local po ang local natin. So you are a local teacher if you think globally and you act locally. That's the concept. That's correct. You think globally and you act locally. Yun po yung ating local. So ibig sabihin, your perspective is in global arena, but your action in delivering the concept is indigenized, localized, or modified with the needs of the learners. Like for example, kapag ikaw po ay nag-lang areas, like for example, you are teaching in mountains, or you need to cross three rivers to teach, no? Usually na-off po yung mga learners from those areas. Ibig sabihin, kulang po sila sa exposure po in global arena, no? But as teachers who has this kind of attitude, that we are very good in terms of acting global and local, no? We know how to adjust our instruction. Hindi pwedeng gagamit ka ng mga highfalutin words in explaining the concept. No, highfalutin yan, ha? No, don't use highfalutin words in terms of your concept because your learners can't relate. As I said earlier, di ba, dapat po practical po lagi yung ating mga examples. practical in a sense na yung mga learners po natin ay makaka-relate from the concept. That's the idea. No, don't use highfalutin examples or examples na nasa America o nasa China o nasa Japan kasi they cannot relate with that. Kaya nga may konsepto po tayo ng